Yeah, I mean, I could be. Nobody cares about me, but otherwise we'd be good. Yes. Okay, there we go. Send out a little tweets a pizza. No? My what? Oh. Oh, well, I like it, but sure, okay. Bring it over here then. All right. Oh, interesting. My webcam is not working. Pick a webcam. Hello, webcam. I mean, it was working earlier. How did I fix this before? Jesus, this thing is so janky. What? Oh, I'm not sure why my webcam's not working. Does this thing work? No. Huh. That's strange. My webcam is busted. Why doesn't it work? Hello, viewer. Welcome to the... Oh, it's James. Nice. James and another TV viewer who has been here before. Hello, people. I'm trying to figure out why my webcam is busted.
It's not even turning on.
No, it's not on at all. I can't... It's not, like, detecting it. Yeah, I don't even know how to, like, look at webcam. Remember?
Jet, thanks for pointing out that you can only...
Hey, James. I waved, but you can't see me. Why
Jet's
are
on
you
the
talking
thing,
to Jet?
right?
No?
Oh, he's not on the thing? Is that not Jet?
Thanks, James. I don't know what's happening.
Well, they might not want to see your face anyways.
Computers, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can just leave it off. Oh wait, maybe that's how I did it last time. This I've been using this Twitch Studio software. I mean, it's in beta, but it doesn't work very good. So, oh well. Until I actually managed to move to OBS, this is what we got, I guess. I need to respond to this person.
Ooh, another open source contributor.
Yeah, it's just the same person.
Oh, is he actually gonna fix the thing on the website?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really. I'm not gonna write a contribution guideline, but we should probably write some contribution guidelines for like just something that we use for all of the poke or all of the 12 projects.
Yeah. I mean, what guidelines are there really other than using the fix?
Well, no, like
feeds?
it's very common to have like I bet you if we look at stork, so it's a very common thing.
Yeah, to include that. I know.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
the
I don't.
contributing.md.
Yeah, I don't look at it unless there's like freaking errors. And
Well, it's helpful though, and I think GitHub actually like integrates with it pretty nicely too. Maybe there's not one store, but
everyone got streaming snacks.
Somebody has a contributing.md. Contributing.md. I bet you there's like templates out there. We all contribute. Like there's even a contributing.md generator. So we could use something like that. Event sourcing for Rust. Cool. This sounds very cool. Highly scalable, blazingly fast, fallow, powerful framework for building large-scale, robust, event-driven microservices. Cool. Not what I'm doing today. Yeah, so this is like a contributing file, right? So it's like it's just a guide that will like help you navigate the projects and stuff. So I think it'd be helpful if we had something like that for people.
I mean, yeah, if it's like super easy and fast to set up, because we gotta start decoding. Time is running out.
Yeah. I mean, if it's complicated to set up, maybe that's even more reason to have one. I don't know. Have you had lots of other contributors, James? Let's see. I'm just gonna comment and tell this person where to go. I don't even know. Okay. So if we go here, line 36. Yeah, it'd be really cool to contribute to Stork. I mean, I would try. I think I need to learn Rust first. I've sort of been like saying I want to learn Rust for so long, but I just haven't built anything. I haven't created a project to learn it. What is it called? Get next stream. Get next stream. stream. So I guess what we want to say, like, if it's Sunday and the stream has started, we'd like it to say stream started 6 minutes ago or something along those lines. Let me know if you need any clarification. Okay, cool. Oh, TypeScript. I actually didn't even know that you streamed. I should probably follow you on here. I've never watched one of your streams. I've just followed development from Twitter. But yeah, it would be super cool to watch your streams. Are you working on anything tonight? Okay. So let's see. The web app. This stream is going to be probably boring. I'm going to be reading about Nest.js authentication because on the last stream we failed to get it working, and I'm gonna probably code my own thing to get it to work.
Yeah, hopefully you'll have time to start styling as well. That'll be
Today?
Yeah, it'll be like cool to have like a makeover, you know, like those makeover shows. And the best part is actually just seeing their like transformation, the before and after. We should have like a before and after of Poke,
yeah.
like the radical. Yeah, it would be cool. Have like a sped up like video of just like you styling that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be a good idea? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to do that if I do it like tomorrow night.
Yeah, you gotta like set time to just focus on styling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for stopping by, James. This stream is like not supposed to be that really interesting. I think just on Wednesdays we're going to do like super chill stream where might not even talk or anything. We'll just be doing our own things. Alice is next to me. If my webcam was working, we could show, but just going to kind of hang out and hopefully have other people come hang out and work on other stuff together just for fun.
Yeah, for more talking, you should come to our Sunday streams.
Okay. So, authentication. Maybe we don't even need to use like passport. Surex, like, you know, what am I trying to achieve here, right? Like, I really just need to get the JWT, which is really easy.
Yeah.
I think that Supabase has like auth stuff. I just need to know the format of what they're expecting for the auth module, and then so that I can like actually properly build it out.
Yeah. Just need the token and get the user from the token.
Because this whole passport strategy business. Yeah, chill hangout's fun. Cool, thanks. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, I mean, if you ever have any feedback or anything, let us know.
I'm honestly always surprised that whenever we start a stream that there's like people like just joining random streams.
Yeah.
It's not like this is a just chatting stream or like with a hot girls in the bathtub.
Yeah. Definitely no bathtubs on our stream. Yeah, so like we don't need any of this because like the JWT is coming from Supabase. Don't need a login route. Don't need any of this. But this is what we want. So it's just this. So what are you working on tonight, Alice?
I'm working on well, just like your feedback from the last PR where I just allow the user to set their notification time. So working on a modal, a daytime picker for the
Oh
modal
yeah,
where
yeah,
they
yeah,
can
yeah.
pick their
Okay.
times.
Cool.
It's cool that there's so many libraries for React Native for like these different little components.
Oh yeah, James. It's definitely the beginning of Alice's journey here. I'll make. I'm not sure how well you can hear her, but I'll move the mic a little bit towards her, and she can tell you about what she's up to and how she got here. I guess.
Oh, I'm like a total noob. I guess it's actually funny because I've just reflected this. I've been coding for maybe like 4 months. I started it intern. I've been doing an accelerated computer science degree at UBC, where it's 2 years. It's for people with already like previous degrees and some experience. So I thought that that would be yeah, just a good way to get into development. And then I had a year of school, and yeah, basically you learn like nothing in school that's like practical to coding. Um, and yeah, and then I started an internship at Rivian. They create these electric trucks, kind of like Tesla, but yeah, mainly focused on the trucks. And it's not only for consumers but also for businesses like Amazon, who wants to create like their electric fleet of vehicles. So what I'm working on is like a fleet management software for fleet managers to manage their fleets. I need a better elevator pitch than that. It's funny, I used to be in sales. Obviously, I sucked at it. That's why I'm developing now. Anyways, my point is that I'm actually starting to code in my internship. I just started that in September, and now Anthony and I are building these 12 products together. and and again, like what I love about development is that you literally learn the most from just doing. Even though it's scary, even though I don't know anything, I definitely learn a lot faster by doing. Yeah. Yeah, it just turns everyone on. Some driver safety. What do you do, James? Are you a developer working somewhere or a student? Or do you know James?
Well, I don't know James personally, but I know James from Twitter.
Oh, really? Oh, from Stork?
Yeah, he built Stork. But
Oh,
also,
he works at Stripe, doesn't he?
yeah, my dream company. Is coding harder or easier?
Oh my gosh, way harder. I think it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I think it's nothing is intuitive and nothing is ever easy. Like I had to fix this timestamp, which you would think is like as a end user, you just see it on the screen and it's like such an easy little component. But then when it interacts with like a million other services and there's so many different time zones and stuff to factor into, like there's just no easy implementations. I think that that's definitely like something that blew my mind. I think I'm incredibly lucky that I have somebody like Anthony and great mentors at Rivian, because I feel like I think anyone can be successful if you can stick with it. And you can only stick with it if you have like good support in your network that will help you through it and encourage you, because it's so easy to give up. Like there's been so many times where I wanted to give up when it's like when I get stuck on a problem, with debugging, or like, yeah, like even something as simple as CSS is like totally stumped me. And yeah, everything is still really hard now. So yeah, I'm very impressed with people who are self-taught learners like Anthony and other people out there, because yeah, learning by yourself is not hard, and you have to be driven by a desire to be better and to do more. Yeah, totally.
But when the computer rewards you, it's
I
just
know that feeling's really nice when you like just get something to work and you learn it and it's yours. That's also what I love about development and coding. It's like everything, all the hard work we put in, I mean all the Googling that we put in was like, at least you learn from it and you can take it to whatever company, right? It doesn't matter whether you're working at Stripe or Rivian or Facebook or whatever, like that knowledge is yours. Meanwhile, like when I was working in sales, tech sales, like you memorize a pitch deck and like and you work so hard building these relationships, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. You still have to start over. Yeah. Are you still actively building Stork, James, or are you working on like other side projects too?
okay. Well,
Have you figured it out?
I wouldn't go that far. I kind of need a reminder of like all the crap that I was trying to be honest.
Yeah, are you gonna build like a service, another service as the middleware? Oh, that's awesome. Um, yeah, I bet it takes a lot of time. So, like, what is Stork? Is that like search? Is it like Elasticsearch, or is it? It's kind of like Elasticsearch on your.
Yeah, here I'll show you Stork. Stork is, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do this justice, but um, it's basically like a Rust tool, or it's a tool built in Rust that um,
I guess that's what makes it impossibly fast.
well, yeah, so that's the cool thing. So basically, you have like a set of documents that you want to create a search index for, and then Stork will create the index, and also it has a JavaScript library that's using WebAssembly, so that and then it basically you have the search index of the content, and then the JavaScript library um, then allows you to quickly search through that index with WebAssembly.
What's WebAssembly? What's what?
So WebAssembly is like this new it's like a programming language, I guess, that allows you to do more like low level code within the browser, I guess you would say. So let's see, binary instruction format for stack based virtual machine. So yeah, it's just like allows you to do really fast stuff that's more efficient. It also has like memory. It's memory safe and is executed in an isolated environment. Um, so it allows you to do stuff like more performant than you could do in JavaScript. I think like it's going to be pretty important for the future. Oh, I nailed the explanation of Stork. Nice.
I mean, I still don't really understand it. I feel like you have to,
Well,
like, I hate. Okay, that's another thing I have with
I mean, just like you just literally
with
search.
development. Like, you have to know basic things. Like, there's like all of these tutorials or like documentations, but like there's so many buzzwords in there. Like, there's a base level of knowledge that people expect you to know.
But you don't really. So okay, so like, what is stork without needing base level knowledge?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a tool. It's a
That's
tool that allows you to generate fast search within the browser. So like, for example, a lot of people will use. And it's not coming to me now, but there's like this startup that does a search thing. I believe they're from France. Anyway, whatever. There's like, you can imagine that you have like a server that has your search index, and then on the front end you're like, hey, here's my query, and then you send it to the back end, and then it will search the search index and return results to the front end, right?
yeah.
But with Stork, like, you actually have a search index that's shipped, and then this search is searching within that search index without having to like actually leave the browser, without having to go to a different location to search stuff. And I don't know. Okay, let's see how
So
many.
how can it do that? Does it have like a cached version, like that it looks up? How can it not leave the browser?
Um, so I guess like, I don't know. Maybe James can talk about more of the implementation details. But basically, a search, a search index is something that you're able to quickly search through, I guess. Usually,
Like a lookup.
yeah, kind of. So like, for example, here, right? So this Stark example, it's using. Okay, this is YouTube. It's you're able to search something called the Federalist Papers. I'm assuming that it's quite large, but if I search federal, right? Like, I got 15
Yeah, that was
files, right?
really
And that was so
fast.
fast, right? Like,
So is this comparable to Elasticsearch? Like, does
kind of,
Elasticsearch do the
but
same?
Elasticsearch, like, if I was using Elasticsearch on my website, I
Shit.
wouldn't be able to. I'm gonna mute for a sec. If I was Wow, that's embarrassing. The smoke detector is not going on anymore, and we've been talking for quite a long time. Uh,
I was just telling Anthony how every product, every website should have create a BuzzFeed video where you explain what it is at like 5 different levels from beginner to expert. It's a really cool series, and yeah. But I appreciate how you're taking the time to help me understand this.
yeah, and so I guess my point that I was saying before I unmuted was that yeah, for my website, I don't want to spin up a server with Elasticsearch that people have to hit in order to search, but I think search is super cool. And so this allows me to like build search in a way that is a great user experience for people. It's really easy for me to do too. Like I just have this like when I deploy, there's just like a build step that makes the index and
Right. I guess yeah, it does make sense for static sites because it's not like the content is changing that much, so the search is not
yeah,
changing.
exactly. Like
Does it?
I make my index at
Yeah,
build time
at build time.
because
Okay, so it creates a new index at build time.
yeah, because it's like okay, if I've deployed my site, I probably added content, so
Yeah,
just create
yeah.
a new search index. And
Okay, yeah,
that's
that
good
totally
enough.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessarily meant for like apps where things are like a grocery, like Spud,
Right.
a grocery
Where you're like
store
constantly
online.
adding new
Yeah,
stuff.
constantly adding stuff.
Yeah.
So wait, what was the status quo before? Like, what's the status quo now? Like for people who are not using Stork.
For like static sites.
Yeah.
Oh, my theme is really nice. Thanks. It's mostly because of Tailwind that it looks nice. So, like before this, if I was going to implement search,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't know how I would have done it without some. Oh, I remember the French company that does this is Algolia. It's like search and service.
Well, I think James mentioned Algolia.
Oh yeah.
Algolia also needs you to set up a server, I guess.
Yeah. So this is just like site search as a service, right? So, like, if I was honestly to do this without Stork, like this is probably what I would have to do because I'm not going to build this myself.
Right. So anyone who has search on their static sites is currently using a service like this,
I mean, not
or
necessarily,
setting
right?
up
They could
their
have their own, but yeah, like Algolia is very, very common. You'll see it all.
or setting up their own backend with Elasticsearch or some
Right,
sort of
something,
server.
something.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is great for just having like smaller startups or personal websites and other
static
things.
sites, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
for bigger companies.
Totally, I love it. It's super easy to set up, honestly. Like,
You should charge for this, James. So if Angola is like a entire company.
I want to write an article about like how I implemented this into my website and Next.js because I've actually had people like reach out to me and they were curious. I mean, my website's open source, but
Was it hard to implement?
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, the documentation was great, and I had no trouble. Probably had more trouble just like with GitHub Actions than anything else. But yeah, so highly recommend Stork. Maybe you could implement it on your website.
On my website? Yeah, I have
I don't know
lots
if
of
you
content.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe. What kind of features would you build on top of that? It feels like it does one thing and one thing really well, which is search. What else would you add to a search engine? We gotta think about a good business model for
Yeah,
James.
it's such a hard problem, right?
Sell it to Stripe.
Yeah. Also, do you like working at Stripe? I mean, I'm guessing you do. I realized that I don't need a custom guard. I can actually just use their basic auth guard, so I think I'm gonna try to use that to sort of simplify my solution. One day I will work with you at Stripe. Hopefully no one from Monthly is watching. But I love Monthly too.
Oh, I'm looking at you on LinkedIn. Hopefully that's not too stalkerish.
I mean, it's kind of creepy.
Oh, you interned at Stripe and Okta.
Yeah, that's what I really like about Stripe is that, you know, obviously amazing product, amazing developer experience, but there's a lot of stuff going on outside of the product that really, I also agree, makes me think that Stripe is making the world a better place. A lot of climate initiatives, stuff like that. I'm really interested to see what Stripe crypto looks like next.
Okay, I hope you don't mind me adding you on LinkedIn. I don't know if you go on it or not. Probably, I feel like most people probably avoid it for recruiters. But it's cool to like be real friends outside of Twitch too.
Be real friends. What'd you do Wednesday night? I made friends on Twitch.
I know. I don't usually like social media so much.
I can't wait to do design on this app. It's so bad right now.
I know, it's kind of embarrassing.
I need to do something. I wonder.
I like that attitude. Real friends.
Edit type is not structured. What does that mean? I have no idea what is going on.
I thought you said it was going to be easy.
Interesting. Won't even. Try to figure it out.
Let's hope so.
It's crazy how slow my computer. Okay, what is so instance loader something? Create instances. I guess it's like it must be mad about the auth guard. This must. Oh, maybe I was wrong then. I thought there was a built-in auth guard that you could use. Auth guard, blah, blah. Auth guard is a great case for guards, blah, blah. Auth guard will now assume authenticated user, therefore token is attached, so it'll extract and validate the token. Blah, blah. This chapter, yes. Okay. Logic. The logic inside the validate request function can be as simple or sophisticated as validate just be. Okay. This function should return a boolean, whether the request is allowed or not. The response either explicitly or raised. Okay. A can activate function takes a single argument, the execution context, it inherits from there, blah blah blah. Okay, so perhaps I was incorrect in this. I actually, what does this do?
Looks like what you're doing is interesting. I wish to watch you instead.
It's not that interesting. Okay, so this does implement stuff. Right. I guess I should implement my own author. In most cases, provided using a provided auth card class is sufficient. I'm kind of confused about.
What?
Well, it says that like you can use the provided auth card. And I tried to use it though. Or I tried to use it, it just wouldn't inject. Let's just do this then. Auth.
James is asking you what Nest.js is.
Oh yeah, so Nest is like, I guess Nest is kind of just this backend framework for JavaScript. It's like this modern framework for Node. It's supposed to build these efficient, reliable, scalable server-side apps. I've never tried it before, and so I thought, well, basically every month when we build a product, we want to try new stuff. I guess, just learn things, whatever. So this month we're using React Native, which none of us have used, and Nest, which I think there's cool things about Nest for sure. Like it's very opinionated, so there's like services, modules. You have all these guards. There's a lot of like really cool opinionated things, and there's like controllers. So you basically, for like an endpoint, you'd have a controller, a module, and a service. The module kind of is sort of the entry point for everything. A controller defines your endpoints, and then your service is kind of where your business logic goes. So
yeah, I like that it's organized in that way, like having an endpoint where everything's like abstracted, module, like controller, service, and all of them are like their own entity, and you can import and export different modules so that different services can talk to each other.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. Like it's got a bunch of generators and stuff. It's really cool. I think for like this month, probably been slacking a little bit, so hopefully I'll do a better job.
What, slacking? You've been slacking?
I've been slacking for sure.
Yeah,
like with Nest,
games.
I haven't really read the documentation too much, so I'm like, for example, what I'm working on now, which is trying to just add some auth guards. That's right. Add some auth guards and decode and validate JOTs and stuff. Like I don't really understand the Nest like workflow of everything, and like I've been more focused on like building as opposed to reading the docs, so it's actually slowing me down. I should probably just read the docs, and be done with it, but it is what it is. So
I feel like there's overarching concepts between all of these different like frameworks and stuff, right? Because like you don't want it to be like radically different patterns, or else people there's like more friction to get people to use it.
Yeah, but I mean, this feels pretty different than anything I've done.
See, frictiony.
Yeah. If you don't know the opinions, yeah. And I also think a new stack will be cool. We're not necessarily going like depending on the project, we'll do different stuff. For example, for this project, we're using Twilio because we wanted to do like text-based stuff. It's possible that we want to like create a command line tool on one of the months, and that's obviously going to be very different. Next month, actually, we've already decided on our stack because I've wanted to try Solid.js for a long time, which is like a React alternative that brags about. I'm not sure why this doesn't, but brags about their performance compared to something like React. So if we go to their homepage, the performance chart. So yeah, the only thing faster than Solid in whatever test they did was vanilla JavaScript. So that's pretty impressive. React comes down here barely faster than or tied with Angular actually. So next month, Solid is doing this Solid hack. So it's a hackathon. Basically, build an app or build an ecosystem utility with Solid. So not really doing it for the prize or anything. More doing it to like, hey, I wanted to try Solid for a really long time, and it's just a neat way to sort of like take 12 products and interact with like a.
I mean, so if we win $5,000, since you don't care about the prize, it's all going into my bank account.
Or we could like donate it to open source. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, that'll be really cool.
Controller, I think. Okay, so these guards. So I deleted all this code again. I'm gonna do it a little bit slower this time. Okay, this is built. Okay, so that does work. Okay, so I think I guess I maybe see what I was doing. That's fine. Okay, so we got that working. It's also like incredibly unknown strategy. It's incredibly hard to like stream and code, Like reading documentation while having conversations is just like really difficult.
Yeah. Also, feels like a lot of pressure having people watch you.
So maybe. So let's go back to this. Supabase. Maybe I do have to do this. Okay, so at the point where I have nothing in my auth guard, it's just sort of falling through, and I'm getting a token. Roll. So I have a token, right? I mean, this actually kind of like seems to be working. It's embarrassing. I should probably like become an expert debugger so that I don't have to console log on stream.
I mean, I thought that's how all developers debug.
No, you can attach a debugger into this so that look at this. My client's called Suck It. Oh, nice. Yeah. Copy pasting is honestly. So what was I doing? I remember. I was actually just building this myself.
Are you working on Stork right now, James? Just coding alongside us?
No, he said that he was like.
Oh, okay. You can also stream like reading stories.
Nothing wrong with that then, I guess. Just gonna do this. It's hilarious because I was like so frustrated by this whole situation that I created my super based client called Suck It. So it's like this does suck it. I was just like, that's very professional. Do that right.
Oh, I thought you were actually gonna drink coffee before bed. I was like, wow, this guy is hardcore.
Like unless you have some sort of like polyphasic sleep system where you like have coffee and then wake up in like 2 hours or
Yeah.
4 hours like that.
That would be cool. I wanna be like superhuman like that. Just like optimized to a point where you don't waste 8 hours of sleep every night. But
Wait, so is this working? Actually? So funny that the
how do you know if it's working or not?
I don't. I don't think it. I don't really know how to like figure out what's next. So can activate. We should probably have a can activate. I always wanted to be like a cool coffee drinker. Huh? It's the opposite of what coffee's supposed to be. Let's see what this person did. So I guess we're gonna slowly build. So we're gonna see if I can figure it out.
Well, I feel like you must still be really into coffee if you're like prepping it so that when you wake up, the first thing that you do is grab your cup of coffee. Like, you must really love your coffee and really need it right away in the morning. And you know, are more of tea drinkers. He's a chai guy. A chai guy. I'm a matcha girl.
We love chai. Can activate. We'll just switch it to on this. Let's fire this off. That's oh, okay, so this time, so before.
I don't know how people like get addicted to a coffee. Is it like you love the taste so much? Because I'm not really. I don't know. Yeah, the taste is kind of bitter unless you put like creamers in there and stuff. So I don't really know what coffee addiction feels. Wow, 4 ways of making coffee. I bet one of them is the Italian way where you have this cute little metal, I don't even know what you call it, but you put it directly on the stove. When I was in Italy, I just thought it was so cool that they made coffee that way.
This call. Soccer's.
One of your girlfriends, you have many girlfriends, and yeah, what is the appeal of chai?
I don't know. Well, it depends. Like if you have a good one, it's just like it's spicy.
Yeah, I feel like it has more of an interesting flavor than coffee. I mean, obviously, I don't know, probably have never had good coffee.
Oh yeah. Okay. I refuse to go to bed. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you're not allowed to show up at work tomorrow as a senior engineer if you can't figure this out.
It's actually one girl.
Anthony wishes he had many girlfriends.
No, I
In
don't.
fact,
No.
I heard him talking today, and I thought
I don't want many girlfriends, but I do want many chais.
Yeah, maybe you can't handle many girlfriends.
I can barely handle one. Hey, Alice. So this might work. Not bad. Super nice. This might be interesting. Okay, so it calls authenticating. This. I will register. I'm so lazy. I don't want to read this wall of text, but okay, here we go.
I know, me too. I just skim it and I hope that I pick up the answer, but then I end up like skimming it over and over. I'm like, yeah, I would have been a lot faster if I just read it properly.
This in here. I do like that Nest has stuff like that, like exception and stuff.
I agree with that. Sample code and docs. Like I just pretty much I'm just looking for an example and seeing how it's used. I want to see that as fast as possible.
So let's say like the can activate function. Or validate.
Speaking of examples, I feel like I'm pretty much just copying this this. So currently, I'm implementing a date picker from React Native, where like a modal pops up and you can pick the date for your notification time. And as I'm saying how I like examples, I'm literally just copying like from their usage. Like I just want to see that it works first.
Yeah, I mean I think that's a fun. Oh, shoot.
What?
It actually seems to be working now.
Did you use the custom guard or you
No,
use
no. I'm
the
honestly like reversing stuff that I did at the last stream. Like I feel like I must have missed something because now.
reversing stuff like what did you just not start from scratch and delete all the code you did in the last stream?
I kind of like peeled it back a little bit, but then I just to sort of get my bearings and see where I was.
Did you delete that package that you were using?
No. That's what
You're
I'm
still
saying.
using
like,
it?
It seems to actually be working.
Oh, the package?
Yeah, which is nice.
Oh, okay.
Like, I want to use it.
You do want to use it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think this is actually totally working. So I wonder. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe I could watch the stream over again and like laugh at myself. But this is going to be cleaner. We're just gonna go with this. We don't even need Superbase. Let's see. Right. So okay. So now does this work? Is the question.
Do we enjoy working in React Native? I mean, so far I'm actually enjoying it because I feel like there's a lot of like nice components and well there's lots of different components built natively like buttons and like text and view which is already like yeah built for mobile. So view is like the equivalent of like a div and text yeah it's just like an input box. So yeah it's like assembling a lot of these native components and then there's and if you like yeah if I need a date picker like there's easily a library for that. One of the things I like that I've enjoyed using the most is it's called like navigator React Native Navigator, which makes it really easy to like with your routes and different screens it'll like navigate to different screens depending on where the user picks and that also like makes your routes really easy. So in that way I really like it and tools like Expo makes it really easy to develop on. Expo's like the framework. What do you call Expo? It's like the
So Expo is kind of like a developer
toolkit.
for using React Native.
Yeah.
So and honestly, like I don't know if I can judge React Native or not. Like at Monthly where I work, like React Native is fine because it's like we use it, but it's very much like React. So it's nice because you can seamlessly go between them two. But like our build setup feels very like messy, and it makes kind of working with React Native feel frustrating. Um, I think Expo kind of gives me similar vibes to like Next.js or something when working with React Native. Like it's just pleasurable to use. It's so cool. Like for example, if I go to my terminal here and like scroll up, like there's a QR code, and on my phone I can just scan this QR code with their app, and it like opens on my phone, and it's stuff like that that really blows my mind and really makes me wish I could like work on a cool sort of like developer tool. Um, so I really like Expo. I think that I'm just not experienced enough to consider um, React Native at Expo.
James accepted my friend request or LinkedIn request.
Nice.
And we know a mutual person. Kind of. I don't actually know her that well. We just went to the same school.
That's great.
I
gotta add James on LinkedIn.
you guys are not friends.
I want a friend too. I just quit my jobs.
No, you're not cool enough.
Sad.
Wait, so you interviewed a mobile dev today, and I heard you ask him about how he liked React Native.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What did he say?
Oh, he
That
said he
mobile.
loves
Oh,
React Native.
oh, really? For actual mobile developer, they love React Native.
Well, and it was interesting too because they've been using React Native for a long time before it really reached the maturity that it's at now. I mean, like Shopify and Coinbase have fully adopted React Native. Whether or not you think it's mature enough now, like it's definitely going in that direction.
What about that like whole what is it called? That whole movement where like all the progressive web apps, like all the web apps can be
I don't know. I don't really have opinions on PWAs, but I honestly think that it's like maybe not really.
You don't think it's gonna go anywhere? Why not?
Well, it's just like I don't know. Like, progressive web apps don't really seem to like add that much to me compared to like a real app. Real app, you can really develop a different experience for users, but like PWAs don't seem to quite be able to reach. I don't know. I honestly am not that opinionated.
I want to see. I don't know what like. You have a PWA?
No, I don't have any.
Yeah.
Because it's like you basically save a website on your phone and it has like offline capabilities.
Right. I think Notion is like that, right? I feel like Notion's like
Notion
that.
has an actual app.
Has an actual app. Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's your impression of React Native. Honestly, the powerful tools don't make the fragile pile worth it. So, do you have any mobile experience, James? Blah. This is what I need. So, all these reminders where. I don't know how I did not. Honestly, this was like so simple. I was like overthinking it. I don't know how I didn't figure this out on the stream. It was definitely because I was distracted. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that you were actually doing iOS at Stripe. You're working on Terminal, right?
Yeah. Isn't that like the CLI client? Like, or Terminal?
No. Honestly, I guess I didn't.
Or is that like a hardware
thing? I
thing?
thought it was. I mean, you must have a phone. Yeah, like this is what I was expecting that you worked on was like terminal machines.
No, the CLI.
Yeah, this is it. This is system.
I think when I
was just like how do you not want to work for this company? Like this is just like,
yeah, Anthony copies his designs off of Stripe.
not recently, but oh, look at this. Like you can literally click this thing and 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't like 1. Dude, there has to be an Easter egg in here. James, is there an Easter egg in here? Like, there's gotta be, right? Like, if there's not, it's such a missed opportunity because it's like shaking, saying like deny, right? But if there's like a number that you could put in, there's like.
What's the answer to everything? 42?
Yeah, 4242.
Do 4242. Oh.
It's actually kind of weird. Look, I think I found a bug. Watch. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I was just clicking fast. Oh wait, it worked. 4242. Oh, because this is.
4242 worked?
Yeah, it honestly did.
Oh, see, I got it! I cracked it.
There is an Easter egg. What? Are you kidding me?
There is.
I can't believe we just figured that out. There's 2 Easter eggs.
Oh, 2 Easter eggs. Did we figure out one? That was one,
we
right?
definitely got it to work. before.
Yeah, do we get cash?
But
Maybe look in the inspector.
4242 is like the credit card, the Stripe credit card that's like a valid credit card.
I don't know.
Yeah, the credit card is all like 4242, 4242.
Look in the inspector.
I mean, I'm not gonna peruse the source code for this. Look how slow my computer's right.
No,
It is
just-
cool to look at this though.
In the console, sometimes they like have a message for you.
Yeah.
No. Okay, we got one. We don't know what the other one is.
What are some other famous? It's gotta be some sort of like. Ooh, what if you? I don't know. Anyway, so what's the actual iOS component?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, don't we have to integrate our like little app to Stripe? So maybe we will use James code. James's code.
I'm not gonna use the terminal.
We're not gonna use the terminal.
Right, This is for like point of sale.
Oh, okay. We're gonna.
Oh, look at that! Oh, what? Are you serious? That's amazing.
What does 1337 mean?
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
Oh man, that is.
What does 1337 mean?
So Alice is new to the whole tech scene. Whoops. 1337 is leet. So it's like, back in the when there's like hackers and stuff, you use like numbers. It's called leet speak, but you like use numbers to replace words. Oh, sorry, I missed it. So if one of your 12 products is an iOS app, oh, I see. Products from over years, then I'll have written. I missed all of that. I worked on the dashboard app and the terminal iOS SDK. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I missed that. I was distracted.
Getting excited about Easter egg and recruiting page.
Yeah, so this is like leet speak, right? So it's like
What?
spelling words with numbers. So it's LEET. It means elite. This is like hacker. So
I mean, that sounds a little elitist.
No, elite being like you're really good, right? Like elite hacker means you're like a really good hacker. This just goes back to like
Leet code.
the 80s when people were like hacking. That's why it's elite code, yeah.
But wait, so 1337 just
takes you to the.
No, but that's why does that like that? Why does 1337 does that spell out leet?
Yeah, LEET.
Oh, okay. Okay, like why is this like a popular developer thing? Like that you guys just think that you're smarter than everyone else? Like,
I mean, no, it's not.
I don't understand why this is so trendy.
It goes, like I said, it goes back to the 80s when you have these people, these hackers, and like they were like probably competitive, and it's just like anything, right? Like you people flex, and I don't know. But I love that it takes you to the recruiting page. There was only design roles open. I will point that out. No errors. Cool. I got it. I figured. I honestly like pretty much have this working with. It's just find this.
It's sort of like SpongeBob text today. What does that mean?
Good question. I have no idea what SpongeBob text is. Not big. Oh, this. Oh, okay.
What is that?
Know your meme. Fucking SpongeBob.
I don't know my name.
This is mocking SpongeBob or SpongeBob. Image macro featuring cartoon character SpongeBob, in which people use a picture of SpongeBob to indicate mocking tone. So like this is like a mocking version of SpongeBob. So when you type like
Yeah.
this is like a mocking. And so I guess, oh cool, yeah. So like lead speak, you know, if you're like, oh, like I'm a lead hacker, or whatever. It's just like,
Yeah, it's super lame.
no,
Personally, I think.
I think you're.
I also, it's like, why did the designer put this in? Like,
I think it's really cool.
the designer thinks that the developers are lead or wants lead developers
It makes sense that
for a designer to put that in.
Yeah.
Okay. I like how developers have their inside jokes.
Okay, it's because I thought it was working.
I just live under a rock. I don't get many references.
But it was just working. Like that. I didn't even change anything. That is so frustrating. What did I do? I was so distracted about Stripe.
You need a rubber duck.
I've seen the SpongeBob mocking thing, but honestly, I didn't know the meme, so that's embarrassing, I guess. What did I do? What did I do wrong? I mean, I deleted my author, but it was not. Did my token expire or something? I'm so excited for you to page. So pick out that thing. Oh, okay. That doesn't happen. So maybe we actually want to.
Why this is not working?
What?
So like I imported this daytime picker modal and it's like not showing up. Not showing up. Like when I press a button, well, it doesn't even matter when I press a button because I've set this as true is visible. It's true. So I'm like, where the fuck is it?
Can I see the doc?
I mean, the docs are pretty straightforward. I just copy from the example.
Here we go again. Scroll down. You set up the Expo version?
Yeah. This is already in automatic mode.
Okay.
I imported it. I mean, this is like.
Yeah, because you're trying to bypass.
So all it really is this the component.
Anything in the console?
Anything? Oh, sure. I mean, no, nothing.
Maybe you could look at their GitHub for issues. Like just search like not showing up or something.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Let me know if you come back. So I need to make it so this.
You're a lot nicer to me on the stream than in real life.
Fairness to
Usually Anthony's not this patient. He's usually giving me dirty looks.
Right.
Oh my god, this was published a month ago. Oh wait, or is it last updated a month ago?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
not a bad thing.
Okay, I thought it like was just created a month ago.
No. Although, maybe that's not a bad thing either. I think we should get more snacks. Okay, let's see. When does this token expire?
What does your girlfriend do, James? Is she a developer? Do you help her? Does she want to learn how to code? You can help her. See, the whole how you get to have more time working on Stork and get it moving faster is that you can train a little protege like her, and then she can help you build it. That's pretty much what Anthony he just wanted me to become a developer from the start so that I can help him build these side projects and it doesn't take him forever. Although it might take him longer now because I need. But yeah, you should teach your girlfriend how to code.
Whoops. I thought I showed my environment.
Oh my god, I feel like you're a little too. James is gonna steal all your passwords and API keys.
It's interesting because this says there's only 2 viewers, right? But then if you view here, there's a ton of people, so someone could steal my API keys. Ooh, business school.
Wow, I did business.
Business school. No,
I've did business school
is
before.
The answer. Now you can figure out the business case for Stork.
Yeah, exactly. This is what you need. She'll build a marketing plan and a business model for you to make money.
Oh, this is cool. Authentication. First register the duty as a global guard.
I wonder what she does she have an idea of what she wants to do after business school? To become an entrepreneur or to work as a consultant or work in sales like I did? I feel like the business plan for Stork should be pretty straightforward. Just have a paid version. If they're if you can track traffic to their site, anything below 50,000 people or hits a month is free, but anything above that you charge a tiered rate.
Wait, so sorry, what did you say? Because the thing is, with the library, it's a tool that you have on your computer, right? And it's all open source, so it's tough because you can't, James could install some sort of telemetry stuff, so
how many hits they're trying. He can't tell how many.
He can't tell how much content is in my search index. He can't tell how many times people use my search. He can't tell any of that. Whereas Algolia, since they have a service and people just search hit it, you could collect data and stuff.
Right.
Algolia, for example, I don't know what their business model is, but my guess is that they probably charge like it's like a certain amount of documents you're allowed to have in the thing, or like a certain amount of searches or something like that.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to do it for the money. I think doing it for the experience and like to raise your public profile and build your personal brand. I think that's like for us, it's not like we're building 12 products for money at all. It's more just for fun, learning in public, and just like having the accountability to keep going and to keep doing it. It feels more real. And you never know what opportunity will come around the corner if you keep working on it. I think it's more important doing what you love, because at first we were worried about like the business side around like, oh, we should do user validation and stuff. And then that just took all the fun out of it. And then we just like stopped wanting to do or build anything because none of us wanted to do user interviews. And then we decided, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna build. And if people want to use it, great. If they don't, we're happy.
Yeah. How do you feel about open source, James? Like, do you think it's rewarding? Like, for me personally, I don't even have anything. I haven't built anything meaningful in open source yet. I mean, that's the dream. But I've found that it is extremely rewarding, even though I've done so little.
Yeah,
Poke won't make us millionaires, but like, Poke's actually gonna be like really affordable. There'll be a free part, and then it'll be like something like, I don't know, maybe like $2 a month for like unlimited reminders. So um, I'm personally gonna use it. Maybe other people will too, which would be cool. But it's gonna be like super accessible, not because we're trying to become millionaires, but ultimately it's just like, support the developers, right? Like, for example, I need to donate to your coffee because you've made stork and I benefit from it. So yeah, I should definitely use that, or donate, right? And so something like that would be really nice if we had some people supporting us through Poke or whatever else we decide to build.
yeah. I mean, and it's not just about the money. I feel like money will not benefit our lives that much as just the learning experience and having fun and spending quality time together. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So now if I load Insomnia, we should get access denied if this input is perfect. I can PR this.
So you got it working consistently?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, we are building to build, but like ultimately the things that we build, we do want to build stuff that we would use, right? And then um, the real true dream is that like at the end of this year we'll have like maybe 1 to 2 side projects that have gained some amount of interest. That could honestly be like 5 users or something, right? And then we will continue to develop those tools, or it could even be the tools that helped us the most. We'll keep working on those. The idea I'm most excited for, I'm not sure when we're going to build it, but I want to build like a platform for asynchronous book clubs. And like honestly, I'm so excited about it that I think that I'll probably keep working on it. Maybe if you're interested, there is you have a public Notion page that has like ideas. We also are open to ideas as well. And yeah, like I ultimately like even the whole paid, whoops, it's not what I want to copy. The whole paid free thing is, again, it's like not necessarily about us making money or anything like that, but it's also just like, hey, we're building products, so let's like think about product development, right?
And I can practice integrating with Stripe. Setting up Stripe on all our products.
Yeah, exactly. It's also good practice. Do we use any of these? is I need to get a new key. Wait, do you know, does the front end actually use any of the user endpoints? It's not, right?
The front end uses. Wait, what's the question?
So none of these endpoints get used, right? You have this.
Well, create reminder, create a poke.
No, I'm talking about the user.
No, I'm not using the user service.
Scaffolded this up. Oh yeah, so like I don't know. I have like I haven't organized it very well, but I've always just had tons of ideas. I like coming up with product ideas, and that's kind of how this whole thing started. Alice is always making fun of me because I'm like, oh, new product idea, and so like, you know, and she knows that I love building products. She's learning to code, and it's like it's perfect, right? Like I want to build stuff. She's excited by building stuff and like learning to code. I can code somewhat, right? So it was just like, hey, let's take a year and like let's just build a bunch of stuff like for fun. So yeah, tons of ideas, but also definitely excited to have other people have ideas. So that's why we're trying to like stream Sunday and then also have more of a chill stream on Wednesday. Although I guess this has turned out to be like exactly like Sunday stream, but hopefully other people contribute ideas. Make it so you can index lots and lots of content and have it download partial indexes on demand, kind of like Algolia. Charge to host those indexes, and I charge for like a dashboard. That's really cool.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because you can provide metrics on what people search for the most, what sort of content people are looking for more, and yeah, like that could be something on the dashboard.
I don't know, like I think I would honestly rather be like a better engineer than have ideas. I don't know, because like the problem with having ideas is like, yeah, I have ideas and I can build stuff. I've built tons of things, but like I don't know. I can't sell the ideas. Like I'm terrible at. Sure, I have a product now. What do I do with it? Like I built so many things that just became nothing.
I mean, you have good ideas and you can build stuff and you build stuff fast. Like Anthony built a product called, we had this, it was his idea called Postage. And it was like at the beginning of COVID when, you know, like there were tons of isolation and people were just starting to talk about its effect on mental health as well. So do you still have the website?
Yeah,
so he built this product over a single weekend because we're like, oh my God, it's the best business idea. We're going to make so much money off of this because everyone's gonna like jump on it. It's like a feel good story and good use case. So basically it's like pen pals where Postage would match you with a I don't want to call them old people, like a elderly person in an old folks home. So the target target audience will be actually like these like residence homes, and then so we would charge them for the service, and then depending on how many residents they want to sign up and how many letters that they get, then like yeah, that's how the fee structure worked, and it will be free for everyone else who's writing letters to these residents. So yeah, like, and it was on a mission to reduce loneliness in care homes. It's pretty awesome.
The app doesn't actually work anymore. There's no database connected to it, so it doesn't actually work. But if I did connect the database to it, yeah, I built out the whole thing. I really like this postage stamp that I made with CSS.
But then where it failed was when Anthony like built this amazing product, set up Stripe, everything, and then we had to like actually find customers, and I was supposed to like call all these like
so
care homes, and I just like I just found that so boring.
Yeah, so we failed there.
And then we failed it. So we failed it as soon as we launched it, pretty much.
Yeah, and then this was like, I also had this other idea that I still really like, that I wanted to build. I was possibly considering like not getting a job and building this instead. Um, where I wanted to build like basically, I guess it would be like almost like an incident management thing, but for like smaller startups. It says launching fall 2020. That's hilarious. Did not launch, but yeah, like I wanted to build um, sort of like a PagerDuty competitor, I guess, where you have like, so it's like PagerDuty alerted you, now what? And it would come with a status page, which that's pretty much handled by people all over the place. Status page, but this status page would be based on like real time incidents that are open, and um, there'd be a war room that you could join that would video chat with real time incident updates. So like you'd have the incident. So basically, every incident would have a war room that you could join, and then like events for the war room would like happen in real time while you're chatting with people. So you'd sort of be like engaging with an incident with other people. And then the idea is that this would all be built around like a command line tool too. So you can see there's like a history event. So keep instance up to date with tools like Slack or the command line. So for example, you have like war room add event, and then you can like pipe stuff. Well, this isn't piping, but you could like tail logs into war room, and then they would be parsed as an event in the service. So it'd be like just a really cool way to like see 238 log events sent to war room and on this incident. So it's a cool way to like collect data for an incident, so you don't have to like create a report after. The report would be all automated, comes with a status page, comes with the ability to talk about it, be in a war room, and then it has a strong focus around postmortems, and run books and stuff like that. And so like basically I wanted to just build this as a competitor for PagerDuty, where it's like, PagerDuty is fine. A lot of people use it. It's got so many features, but like, I want to build incident management that feels like Stripe. PagerDuty is so far from that. So that's what I wanted to do here. And I was like, I was actually doing customer interviews. Had like pretty good positive feedback and stuff, but then I got a job because it pays money.
Sell out.
Sell out. It's true.
Although, didn't we see that PagerDuty did come out with a feature or a product that's similar to it?
Yeah, totally. But that doesn't mean like.
Right, because it's
for
like
example,
war room will be for smaller.
Stork is kind of like okay, maybe that's a bad example, but like you know what I mean. There's like even Notion, right? Like there's Notion, and then there's like an open source alternative to Notion, or there's I don't know, even like there's Google Docs, and then Notion became a thing. There's like there's all these solutions that exist and are out there, but I still think there's room to like have these micro SaaS things, and it's kind of like what we're going to build this year, right? These micro SaaS products where they're not like, look at PagerDuty. Like, yeah, PagerDuty has like
so many things,
and incident response, and runbook, and this and this. It's like they have so much stuff that it's like I don't like if you're like a 5-person startup, like you're not going to use this probably.
Yeah.
It's like there's just too much junk here. I don't need this. And so the idea is that it's like there's like I feel like there's this ecosystem where it's all these small people, small startups, micro SaaS building, and they're all consuming each other's tools and sort of lifting each other. It's like I'm not sure how mature the incident response thing is here. PagerDuty actually has like a major uplift. The website didn't.
Really, you think it improved? Like there's too
I'm
much
not
text.
saying this is amazing, but like it still has a better design than it did. So yeah, see like design automation, stakeholder communication. So those two are things that I want. But I still think like look at this UI. Like this UI does not look. I mean, obviously there's designers that work at PagerDuty and product developers, and it's all good there. But like, I just want something simple. Yeah, exactly. I agree with James. Right, like how many people work at PagerDuty and how much stuff are they working on? Like they're just they're not focused, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and like obviously smaller startups can iterate faster and
Perfect. So this works.
we could build Worm as one of our products.
Yeah, I mean we could try. The thing about Worm is like, I mean, sure, we could try.
And integrate with the terminal. Maybe PagerDuty wouldn't have that CLI. I don't know if they have the CLI. That could be our CLI too.
That would be down. My biggest fear is that it's like a little bit bigger, but if we did it later in the year, you know, we'd probably be fine.
Yeah. Well, we have to launch our first product for at this rate. I'm a little bit afraid.
No, we're fine. Like we have the next 3 days, the output like.
Oh my god, James doesn't believe in us. He thinks all our products are gonna go to shit and
what? Why would you say that? I think he believes in us.
No, because he thinks that all of our products will need War Room. Because they'll have like so many errors and it was just like constantly alert us.
If you read my GitHub, it says I only deploy bugs on days that end with Y, so we probably do need more room. This is cool. Think what? So in the reminder service, what else? So update me. Oh, we need to fix that. I think I'm going to do that in a different PR. Just push this up.
So wait, how did you get it to work? What did you change?
I don't know. Honestly, like I said, I was just distracted during the stream. I had a bunch of junk in there, and I just had to delete a bunch of junk, clean some stuff up, and connect the pipes together, and it works. You know, it'd be cool actually. After like next year, once we're done 12 products, like we should just keep streaming and like just work on like open source or like work on our own products or whatever.
Yeah, working on open source would be cool. Like, so
I really want to do more open source.
Yeah, I want to help out with Redwood more. So I'm doing this some open source work with this project called Redwood. And yeah, James, if you like opinionated frameworks, you should check out Redwood.js, and it's opinionated front end and back end, like full stack.
Look, you're making James feel bad. No, you're not distracting us, James. Like we're actually trying to engage more with people, but we're going to be coding a heck of a lot tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. Just doing a little bit of a grind. Honestly, we're this
is so nice having you.
It's actually been like this has been my favorite stream so far.
Yeah, same.
Because like having people engage is like what makes this fun.
Yeah, usually on Sundays we get a lot of people, but nobody actually talks in the chat. So I feel like I'm talking to myself the whole time, and I feel very self-conscious. It's so great that you actually interact. And again, like I hope we're not boring you, but yeah, if you're just doing your stuff, making your coffee, and we're just like chatting and just like, yeah, it feels honestly like we're friends.
Yeah. And there goes my time limit. I should probably like change this to So, it's actually hilarious because Twitch somehow bypassed the man, this. What's going on? It won't let me. VS Code. LinkedIn friends.
No, you said LinkedIn friends was real friends, so we're real friends. Twitch friends. And LinkedIn friends. I would love to. You live in Oh no, you don't live in Boston. You grew up in Boston. You live in San Francisco now.
Maybe that's public knowledge. You might not want to announce that to the whole stream.
Sorry. Well, it's on his LinkedIn, so
Okay.
it's not
Yes,
that much
yeah.
of a secret. But my point is, I would love to go to Boston because I think it's a beautiful city. San Francisco, Anthony and I have been together before. I used to go there a lot for work. Really nice restaurants. I don't know. I mean, yeah, and really pretty city. A lot of similarities with Vancouver, minus the hills. But the thing we love most about San Francisco is like the food. All the Michelin star restaurants. Like, oh my gosh. What's your favorite place
Mine?
yeah, we
Octavia?
In-N-Out Burger.
Oh.
We almost missed. Okay, no, not Octavia. We were gonna go
He lives
somewhere.
in Boston now. Cool.
Oh, you live in Boston now.
It was called Octavia, though, right?
Yeah, Octavia. What was your favorite restaurant in San Francisco?
Oh.
What?
No, the best one I think that we. Oh, God. The best one we ate at was like probably that Chinese.
Yeah, what is it called?
Mr. something.
Yeah, it was this like modern Chinese twist. It was probably one of the most.
Dude, In-N-Out. Okay, so we don't have In-N-Out in Canada, so.
Anthony was so excited for In-N-Out. Yeah, we actually had a fight right outside of In-N-Out because I don't remember why exactly.
Because you were like trying to force me to eat In-N-Out, but we were going for dinner later, so I was like, no, I'm not eating this.
Yeah, but I knew how excited he would be about In-N-Out, so I just wanted him to just get a burger and then we could go to our nice meal after, but then he refused.
It's crazy. There's 115 Michelin
Yeah,
stars.
and it's so funny how Michelin started because it's a tire company and they wanted people to just like get out more. So therefore they created this like awards for restaurants so that people would try more food. But like you don't associate fine dining with tires.
That's the hilarious thing. Like, honestly, I had heard, you always hear Michelin star, and like, I thought it was a different Michelin. Like, because why would this Michelin have this,
Yeah, I wonder like what's the committee that actually decides who gets a star or not. Like just this tire company just hires.
Check this out.
Is there any in
Look,
Vancouver?
the Morris. Why didn't we go there? That's my darn last name.
Is there any in Vancouver? Oh, we've been to Delphina. We've actually been to a lot.
Yeah, that's
some of these places, not a lot. Oh, we've been to Al's place. We've been to Al's place.
Yeah, that was good.
No, that was a place with awful fish. They have really great
one dish. Everything else was really
yeah,
good.
one thing I love about SF it's what is it called? Where it's a set menu and.
Yeah. I didn't find that Chinese place, but no, it was definitely. I don't think there is anything.
James enjoys eating rubber.
Tires. Yeah.
People think this is a coding stream, but it's actually a food stream.
Yeah. Hot tubs, food.
Yeah, we should turn this into like, where is this a stream of us eating? I think that those videos are really popular, right? Like just people eating.
Like how it didn't do a very good job of finding restaurants near me. It gave me 15,000 results, and see, look, in North America.
Is there even any ones in Canada?
There's none in Canada.
None in Canada. That's so sad. I honestly don't know why this package is not working. This is so weird.
I created a PR for you too. Hopefully this comment helps. Your GitHub usernames.
Holy smokes, these are a lot of issues. We gotta push. Find all the fine dining place. Yeah, okay, yeah. One of 12 products, instead of, we'll basically build Michelin star restaurants.
What?
But we'll call it, I don't know what we'll call it.
Wait, what?
We'll build the equivalent of Michelin stars, but in Canada, and then we'll build an app for it.
Oh yeah,
Where
all
you
these
can, like, you submit your restaurant for like review, and then somehow we will go to those restaurants and like review them.
Yeah.
All, like, and then we'll like put them on that.
Yeah. We'll be like critics, and they have to like wine and dine us and like bring out their best dishes, and the chef will come out and shake our hands and give us all these recommendations. Then we won't get like the shitty fish.
Oh, you know what could be one of the products though? We could do TIL.
We could do TIL.
Yeah, because we could just start from scratch. We'll just like delete this.
Yeah, today I learned. Just like a Twitter version of it where people can just post what they learned today. Yeah, what they learned.
Yeah. Because we didn't ever actually end up. Okay. Cool. Well, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I haven't gotten my.
Okay. Well, I think maybe it's like now is a decent time to end the stream. Then we can maybe pair on your computer and figure this out.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
That'll be nice.
Okay, cool. Well, James, thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm sure Alice does too. It was a lot of fun. I think we'll do this like every Wednesday, probably same time. I think for us, 2-hour streams is like pretty good.
Yeah. Wait. Does James stream?
Yeah.
He does. He does.
Sporadically.
Are we following him on Twitch?
We can. And
ban. He just
what I
clicked
wanna
on your
do.
profile, and there's the option to. Yeah, thanks so much for coming. Have a good night. Say hi to your girlfriend. And hopefully...
Say hi to your girlfriend. Does she know you?
Well, I feel like I know her.
Oh, James streamed yesterday. Dang, I'll have to watch the
15 views.
the replay because I really want to watch.
Yeah, him code in Rust. I want to see how it actually works. Someone who's good in Rust, who can actually. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna pretend.
No, I've never seen you.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah. Thanks for coming. Thanks everyone else that is here. Like I said, next Wednesday, same time. The idea is that we want other people to be coding at the same time too, so we can just like hang out, be nerds together. But also on Sunday, we will have another stream at 12 p.m. Pacific time. It was TypeScript yesterday. When I clicked on your profile, it's misleading. It says, you go to your profile, it says, building Stork, an open source web search project written. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe you were doing TypeScript. But the thing said Rust, so I expected it was Rust. Either way, I'm going to watch it. I'm excited. And yeah, everyone come on Sunday and we'll keep building Poke. Thanks again.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Do not escape.